AVRant and SVS have teamed up to bring you an unbelievable opportunity. Have you been dreaming of dual subwoofers? Perhaps you'd like to upgrade your entire 5.1 speaker package. Don't have the cash? AVRant and SVS have your back. Go to www.avrant.com right now for your chance to win your choice of dual PB1000 subwoofers or a Prime 5.1 satellite speaker package. Contest ends September 30th. Don't wait. Open to the residents of the United States and Canada. We are your home theater and AV questions answered. This is AVRant. Want your home theater or AV question answered by Tom and Rob? Send it to question@avrant.com. Welcome to AVRant. I'm Tom Andry, and I'm here with
Rob H.
This is from last week. We have Thomas. This comment was on our website, www.avrant.com. If you'd like to leave a comment there, please. This was what happened. You end up on the podcast. Thomas watched Rob's Plex HTPC tutorial. He came across a Blu-ray disc with a ton of false titles that show up when he opens the disc and make MKV. He tried to use the method that Rob described by playing the disc in Power DVD so that he could look up the correct title using process.
Oh, monitor. Typo, sorry.
What? How did you typo that? The T is... Okay. All right, process monitor, sorry. But that is literally the worst typo I think I've ever seen. I mean, if you had put the T at the front, it wouldn't have been any worse.
I don't remember typing it that way, but there you go.
All right, but the disc would not play with Power DVD, saying his system was not compatible. After some sleuthing, it seems his DVI-equipped computer monitor is not HDCP compliant. Is there any other workaround for finding the correct disc title? Now, this happened to me because Disney's movies tend to do this, and I have used Handbrake to import movies before when I wanted to get some for my kids so that I could, when we were moving. Mm-hmm. And my solution was to Google it. I mean, and literally, you will come across some discussion in some forum, someplace saying it's the 23rd one.
Yeah,
and that's how I did it. So if that doesn't work for whatever disc you're on, then Rob's going to have to help you.
Yeah, occasionally that method of just hoping that someone else has discovered the correct title, it doesn't always work because sometimes there are multiple releases of a given movie. You know, there's sometimes there's a Canadian-specific version, sometimes there's the director's cut and the normal cut and the 3D version and whatever, right? So it isn't always the case that someone out there has discovered the correct title for your particular edition of the disc that you bought.
Right.
So if you can, now I'm not saying there isn't any other workaround. I'm just saying if there is, I'm not aware of it. The way that I know how is to use official Blu-ray playback software, and Power DVD is the only game in town now. So that's really the only one out there. So to actually play the disc as normal, use Process Monitor to sort of capture which title is actually actively being played as the movie plays on Power DVD. So that's the only method that I know of. I'm not saying you
can't see that on, you can't see what title on like a PS3 or something like that. You click in the hit the select button or something. Seems like I've seen that before where it started.
Maybe.
The movie has started and it'll say title 23 or something like that. So maybe I don't know. Maybe.
But either of those basically require you playing it on a standalone or full software Blu-ray player. So yeah, no, that's a good point. I don't know if the PS3 would let you do that. But as far as it working on his system, Power DVD should work. But yeah, like we said, we sort of basically sleuthed it out. He's got a monitor that only has DVI, doesn't have an HDMI input. And apparently that DVI connection is not HDCP compatible. So it comes back and says, you have a system that doesn't adhere to our copy protection nonsense. So.
Yeah, and that's just the beauty of HDMI. Really, that's what it comes down to. So he asked, if you bought a new computer monitor, is it safe to assume that if it has HDMI, it will be HDCP compliant? Generally.
Yeah, more or less, yes, right?
I mean, you would have to really get like some sort of basic bare bones, bottom of the barrel, not brand name in any way, shape, or form thing that have had HDMI, it wouldn't have HDCP. And even if it, I mean, frankly, any model that you're going to be looking at, you should be able to at least look up the manual someplace and make sure that it's in there. I would be shocked if it had HDMI and didn't have HDCP.
Yeah, that's right. So you're pretty much safe, we can say.
So after temporarily connecting his HDTV to his computer, there's the workaround we were looking for. Power DVD did work fine. I kind of assumed that was the only TV he had. He used Process Monitor to find the disc title that was playing, but when he backed up the title using MKV, a couple of the chapters were still out of sequence, meaning it wasn't the correct title out of the hundreds of fake titles on the disc after all. Any idea why or how to find the correct one?
So as to why, the major theory that I have is there is that program called AnyDVD HD, which normally strips the copy protection, but we're talking about like the disc copy protection, not HDCP.
Right.
We're talking about the BD Plus and the AACS copy protection that's on the disc. So it strips that off. If AnyDVD HD is running in the background, and unfortunately, even if you have installed it and you have like manually exited out of the program, so it doesn't appear to be like running currently, just having it installed in your system seems to be bad enough that Make MKV will almost always give you a little prompt when it starts up that says, it looks like you got AnyDVD HD running. You might want to turn that off. And the reason is because it ends up giving you a false title if it's running in the background. Same thing applies for DVD Fab's passkey, which is essentially the same idea. It takes out the disk's copy protection. So if Thomas has either of those programs, and I'm going to say installed, right? Okay. Not even running, but just installed. Unfortunately, the safest thing to do is uninstall them entirely and let Make MKV do its thing, because they do give you a false reading on which title. That's probably the cause. It's the most likely. However, it's not entirely impossible, that just playing it gave you, in which case Googling it and hoping someone else discovered it.
Yeah, if it's that bad, it might be ungoogleable. But yeah, we'll see. Figure it out and let us know, because we'd like to hear back.
Well, aren't we helpful? You figure it out.
I mean, we are being helpful. We give them the tools, but I mean, we can't do it for them. So if he uninstalls all that stuff and it comes back, then then you will know.
That is the most likely thing, because that's pretty common.
Then open up a brand new account with a fake email address on some website and post it in the forum comments, so that people can Google it. All right. Want your question answered? Send it to question@avrant.com. This is AVRant.
Now go out and listen to something.